Your trauma bunny, misery love company. Like, bitch, I let you keep your nigga. What else do you want from me? Like,
shit. What you on, man?
Oh my God.
She know I'm a method, and fucking with me is a blessing. Aside from my BM, I don't give a fuck about exes.
Yeah, come on.
We out here, man.
Bruh. Isn't this so weird?
It's weird as hell.
What the helly? Like, what the hell? Like, what the hell?
When it comes to Brooklyn Queen and famous Debo's recent collaboration, I'm not quite sure how I feel about this reunion, simply because, I don't know, maybe it's just me and how my mind works, but I tend to have an issue with individuals who seize an opportunity and take advantage of it, and not in a good way. I find it odd that Debo now wants to, reunite with Brooklyn shortly after him and Neisha have broken up. Neisha and Brooklyn don't seem to be getting along. Now, I know I've heard that Brooklyn don't know Neisha and doesn't owe her any loyalty whatsoever, given that Brooklyn and Debo were friends prior. They fell out. I believe there was an incident that occurred in Vegas, which prompted Debo to, say that's enough. And obviously, the two recently collaborated in Debo's recent vlog. He meets up with Brooklyn and they talk about it. They stream about it, squashing the beef, right? So Debo expresses something that was said by Brooklyn, and Brooklyn did confess that sometimes she tends to do a lot, especially when she has an audience. She's going to go all the way there because she's in her feelings. So she takes it way too far. But again, going back to my point, I just find it weird that the both followed each other and they're collaborating, which is cool because that's something they did before. And again, like I stated, these two have a history when it comes to friendship. So now if you put their age into perspective, back then, I think Debo would be, 17 and Brooklyn would be 15. So now I'm not sure how fans would have taken that relationship if it did happen. Debo most likely probably would have gotten pedo comments and things like that. Let's be for real, girls, ladies, everybody who has been in a relationship, I'm sure Debo and Neisha have had conversations regarding Brooklyn and him, the whole dynamic. I'm sure they've had conversations. So obviously there's some kind of animosity, but not really, because, I don't want to put things in the air that don't really exist. But I just feel like Debo, it was a very calculated move because you and Neisha are no longer together and suddenly you're following Brooklyn Queen. And, a lot of fans are saying that Debo could not wait. He could not wait to do this. Like, he's been longing to reunite with Brooklyn. Because at this point, it's given that Brooklyn Queen is the method, isn't it? Because, obviously, hate to bring it up, but let's compare. Y'all remember when Cinco and Brooklyn Frost broke up? Who did he reach out to? The Brooklyn Queen for collaboration. And so they did. We all know how that ended. Very, very, very chaotic, right? Now here comes Debo sliding in for his opportunity shortly after his breakup with Neisha. And I don't know if y'all don't find that odd, but to me, it's weirdo behavior because not too long ago, you was not vibing with her. And I get it. Granted, the two have squashed it and things like that. But I'm sorry, if people could sit around and watch me take the fall, take full accountability for everything all across the board, my name be tarnished, my character diminished, people just talking down on me while I try to lift others up. And even Debo admitted that Brooklyn Queen was still a genuine friend throughout. Things happen and I understand that, but when it comes to me, in my opinion, personally, I just feel like Brooklyn is sitting here allowing people to use her. Brooklyn has been used so many times, it's not even funny. And people can sit up here, fans can sit up here and say, how are they using her? Like she's benefiting too, they're collaborating, etc., etc. Y'all, drop all that BS because people are out here using people for anything. Very manipulative. They try to sound convincing, try to act like, yeah, like we cool. But can I tell you guys a secret? What if I told you guys I have a deep, dark assumption when it comes to Debo. What if Debo and Neisha are in on it together? What if these two have decided we're going to act like we're broken up? You're going to go up there. You're going to try to get your name buzzing again. I'm going to be posting consistently on TikTok. We're going to get our name buzzing and stuff like that. We need to get some money coming in. We got to, you know what I mean? We're going to get the attention as Brooklyn Queen. No one's going to be expecting me to collaborate with her anytime soon, you know, and just feed into the mess because we both know she's going to do some weird stuff like the TikToks that Brooklyn posted, whether it be shady, whether it be subliminals. So it's like, you know, Neisha, you just do the same thing she does. If she's going to post TikToks that are subliminals, you do the same thing. So what if Debo and Neisha are in cahoots with each other and this is all planned out because they know how Brooklyn Queen would react? They can almost calculate everything that she's going to do. So they're just like, yeah, we're going to play this game with her, get our name buzzing, and you know what I mean? Who knows? But I'm hoping that's not the case, but that was my dark assumption.
Okay, Debo on Girl Talk will be so fire. We can get him on there for sure.
Bitch, she can have you. I ain't looking at you no more. I'm looking past you.
What y'all think about my dark assumptions? Good thing Brooklyn is out here booking jobs, right?
I recently just got done filming a TV series.
Okay.
So that's exciting. It's called Southwest. And it's a show based on a high school in Detroit. And the producers are Jalen Rose, Dennis Reed, and Ty Hopkins. They're all from Detroit. Jalen Rose is a former basketball player, which you probably know. But he's in the show, and I play his daughter in the show. I think it's going to be like one of the biggest TV shows out.
When is it releasing?
Not sure. We didn't even, like, this, I'm really letting it all be known right now. Like,
okay.
You know?
I heard you got a new man, I see you taking the pic. Then you post it up, thinking that it's making me sick. I don't fuck with you.
But that's all I have to say as far as all of this drama goes. Also, shout out to Girls Talk as well.
Oh, I deserve it. I really do. I'm so aware, but it got on the T page that day.
Yeah,
you know
that day
it was
is crazy.
actually Monty, Addison Rae's dad, who like called my mom and was like, "Have you seen the T page?" And she was like, "No."
It's really giving. Why would a bitch like me want to be on Ozempic? Body T, coochie good, mwah.